Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, 'tis I, Sandman. Welcome back to a little behind the scenes look with Control. So, we have collected quite a bit of stuff. Some of these things are just kind of like materials we can use. Got some missions. And this is what we're going to look at for this episode. I wanted to separate it just because throughout the game you can collect so many things and find so many things that it really can be time consuming, and I want to try to keep the playthrough moving fairly smoothly throughout things. So for all the lore lovers out there, we'll be looking at things behind the scenes. So let's go ahead and start with our research and records. So, Hiss Agent. Summary: the Hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupt agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons, preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report. The Hiss Guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use the standard-issue bullpup rifles they carry prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of defense, Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature an organic host over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though. It is obvious that the corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. Photo of Director Trench. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. Zachariah Trench. Of course, another portrait of Zachariah Trench. The only person you should fail is yourself. Very good quote. Very good quote indeed. Alright, so that was our research records we found. Let's look at some case files. I think we have one, and it is on our gun itself. Service weapon. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows why do you gotta invent words? Para-utilitarians to redacted. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted, most likely the director. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the blank, probably the board, though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis: redacted. Many forms throughout history: redacted. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Veranustra? Probably saying that wrong. All weapons that blank of their wielders. Probably chose or some kind of selection. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling's presentation 11.1 for more details. Cool. Let's check out these correspondences. improved terminology reminder. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words and phrases to use in the service of his or her country. Regret, proud, pride, will be remembered. Words and phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Interesting. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. We checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Shermer Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. These include unwanted weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. There's a story behind that one. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, e.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Neat. Alright, hello. As you should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them for a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Mrs. Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Oh, so glad I don't work here. Attention all blank. Redacted. A shark in his secure redacted, although permission to redacted, following basic protocol redacted. Shoot to kill redacted. Good luck. Oh, so many questions. Do not disturb. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Was Trench beginning to have trust issues? Was he doubting things? Very, very interesting indeed. Alright, and multimedia. These are the fun ones. Objects of power. I believe we've already seen this, but we'll watch it again for fun. Once it loads. Maybe.
Objekte der Macht oder Ursache von AWE, gewandelten Weltereignissen, Störungen unserer vermeintlichen Realität. Die Amtswaffe kann man natürlich als Musterbeispiel ansehen. Für ein ODM, und zwar ein sehr mächtiges. Teil der DNA der Behörde, zentrale Komponente im Primärkandidatenprogramm. Wer dieses russische Roulette überlebt hat, der hat gewonnen. Verlierer, nun, die werden gefeuert. Danke. Ich bin Dr. Darling, Forschungsleiter im Federal Bureau of Control.
So yeah, that was kind of a recap when we had found the service weapon in the director's office. Basically, if all did not go well, we would not be here anymore. But those are all the collectibles, so if you had any questions, hopefully those answered maybe one or two. I don't think it's really answered any. Some of those were pretty monotonous, But if you're still watching, thank you. And I do know that there's much, much more juicier lore as we delve in deeper into this fantastic world. But until then, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, for watching. I've been Sandman. This is Control Behind the Scenes, and I hope to see you in the next one.